My name's Thomas McSorley, came here from North Carolina. Unlike most of the other guys that attend KWI, I got about 9 to 10 years on most of them, got a family, got a wife and kids to support. Came to KWI because I was tired of the career I was in, wanted something better, wanted something that was stable, going to keep the bills paid and not really go without. I chose KWI after looking at numerous schools. KWI got you in and out the quickest. Their graduates far exceeded what the other schools were doing. You know, Blake Hawkins coming out making 100 grand. Jacob Owens coming out making 100 grand. You know, these guys are 18, 19 coming in here just killing it when they get out. Here at KWI, they help with job placement and they give you the skills needed. In the very beginning, you build a resume. We do phone calls, to learn how to talk, to learn how to get to the weld test. The people in the office, you could be the greatest welder in the world. If you don't know how to talk to them, and you don't know how to get to that weld test, it doesn't matter how good you are. By month 5, at lunch, I'm in the classroom on the computer, hunting jobs, making phone calls. Here in the past few days, I graduated yesterday. Past few days for me, I've been on the phone a lot, making a lot of calls, making a lot of contacts. Right now, I got a job in Mojave, California that I could go to. Just flat out told they'll take me on my certifications that I have right now. Starts in August, pays $2,300 a week plus per diem. I've been on the phone with multiple ULG recruiters, figuring out what they got going on and when, and lining up stuff there. Been on the phone with, or been talking to Foster Wheeler AMEC. They got a job starting in 2 weeks doing 12-inch pipe in Kentucky. Just yesterday, I was talking to a few union recruiters, came down and we're talking to them about taking a test and getting on a job started real soon. It's all about the work you put in and the contacts and what you're willing to do. You gotta be willing to make these phone calls. You can't be scared about it. During your time here at KWI, during mine, Bobby and Ashley, they're always here. This is their full-time job. They rotate in welders from the industry coming on and off the road. We have guys coming from all over, local boys. We have guys coming off a job in Montana, coming here, giving you a fresh perspective. They all have different skill sets. We've had Blake Hawkins, Andrew Hilterbrand, Bradley Bramble, Garrett Maddox. Jesse Pfizer, a KWI graduate, even comes in. But they all have different skill sets, and they all have a different view of, not a different view, but a different way of doing things. They all have a fresh set of eyes, and what works for one guy might not work for another. So it's just a tool that you need to use. When these guys here, you need to work hard and show them. Because when I was out at the power plant, I was working with Andrew Hilterbrand. It's a matter of, while they're here, you got to make a good name and listen and work hard. To the potential students looking at KWI, this school is not for everybody. If you don't like working hard, if you don't like being up and ready to go at 5 a.m., the school's not for you. The school's run like a job. You get here early, school generally starts at 6, but the shop's open at 5. You get here, we run 2 foremans. They get here, they have to be here early, fill out JSA and hot work permit for the day, get all the guys signed in. Everyone signs in and locks in, just like on the job. You get here, you get going. You're expected to be in your booth working at 6. If you show up at 6:05, you're cutting rings. We take a break at 9. It's a 10-minute break. At 9:10, you're to be back in your booth welding. We don't tolerate slacking off. We don't tolerate messing around. You're here to work. You're paying, good money to come here for this education, and it's only 6 months. You don't get a year and a half like other schools. You don't get all day. There's a lot that they're cramming into this 6 months. 11 o'clock, you take lunch, you get 40 minutes. You're late, cutting rings. We break and we clean up at 2:10. When we say clean up, you're grinding your table, you're sweeping, all the stuff out in the area around me here, swept, cleaned, and put away. We do an end of the day safety meeting. Everyone signs off of the JSA, signs out of the lock-in sheet, gets their lock, and we even have procedures on how we leave the school. It's run like a job. So when you leave here, you're prepared for what work is gonna throw at you. The times I was out at the power plant, you gotta be there at a certain time, you gotta lock in, and you gotta sign in. It's just an everyday procedure, so you start it here, build good habits, and you're not gonna have problems out on this site. You stay locked in a boiler and you go home, it's a whole process for them to A, cut your lock off, or they're gonna make you drive an hour back in to come get it. It doesn't matter. So KWI is run like the job. I'm gonna be leaving here with 3 monster certifications, all 5/8 of an inch thick pipe certs. Did them all 6GR. Got my 6010, 7018, my TIG root and hot pass, 7018 fill and cap, and then my 308 stainless cert. As far as I know, KWI is the only school in the nation that gives you these certs. This is just basic stuff here, You don't want to leave school and then hit the job and have that be the first time you're doing one of these. Leaving here with MSHA Part 48. I got an OSHA 10. I upgraded to an OSHA 30. I have all my NCCER certs, got a TWIC card, got CCS. I've co-opted 3 times since I've been here. Being a little bit older, having a family, I need a little bit of money. So I co-opted 3 times since I started here. Went out to DP&L Stewart Station for working for IFM on 3 separate occasions. Went pretty well. Last time out, in 2 days, made $900. Can't be mad about that when I wasn't even graduated yet.